guys, welcome back here, Epic Campus 6 parking facility, Black Hole. As you can see, we're out here on our south end, and behind me we have our slab on grade 26 pour. So right now finishers are working on installing the vapor barrier, and after they're done with that, we'll have our iron workers come in and start installing rebar. Once slab on grade 26 is finished, we'll move over here to slab on grade 27, and then we'll work on our last perimeter footing, and then our last two foundation walls will be poured. Once we're done with that, we'll come over here and finish out our last two slab on grades. That'll be slab on grade 28 and slab on grade 29. All right, so now moving on to the north end of G4. Behind me you can see we have what we like to call our toaster slots. So these help with air intake and exhaust, and these are located both here on the west side along with on the east side on the other end.
We're on G3. You can see behind me we're forming up our crash walls, and that protects the building from any cars running into it. Although we don't need them done right away, we're doing them right now because it's easy access for concrete to get installed in here. So we're just getting them out of the way so we can keep moving on with the project.
All right, so now we're up here on G2. This is gonna be our elevated deck board G2.7. And right now, iron workers are working on tying our PT cables to our profile bars. And once they're finished with that, they'll drop these beams down into the pockets. Once those beams are dropped, they'll come in and start working on our bottom iron.
So just outside the footprint of the parking facility, we have our Northwest Drive Tunnel. As you can see behind me, this is our second wall pour. Over here behind the formwork is our third wall pour that we just completed earlier today. If you look kind of off the distance there, you can see our third mat slab pour. So we're looking to tackle that the week before Thanksgiving. Once we get these next couple wall pours done, it will be when we tackle our first roof lid pour. So a lot happening over here and things are going very smooth.
Moving on up now to G1, we got elevated deck G1.4. So this deck is set to be poured after G2.7 is finished. And over here, we have our lovely pre-tied beams for our G1 pours. And as you can see, they're a little bit wider than as they were on G2. So these are 36 by 36 inch beams as compared to our 16 by 36 inch beams on G2. So behind me you can see we have our G0 or lid formwork, and it's pretty impressive stuff. So all these yellow shores that you can see behind me will be reshored 1-to-1 all the way through G4 due to the weight of the pour.
Finally, we're on the lid of the parking facility. This was poured yesterday. It was 1,250 yards. We have 17 more lid pours to go. And this was poured in just under 8 hours, so pretty impressive. We're standing on concrete insulation blankets on top of the lid. Since this was such a large pour, we need to regulate the temperature of the concrete so there's not a lot of variations, and this will help to prevent cracking.